Have you ever felt like you're in a slump, even though your efforts say otherwise? Well, if you're someone who likes to train or compete in anything, you probably know exactly what I'm describing. And I am definitely feeling that with the marathon. If you've been following along, you can probably tell that I am determined to crush a sub 3 hour marathon. But I haven't cracked it just yet. To get a grasp of this, we need to rewind for a second. I spent the last few months preparing for a marathon that is now a week away. In my last vlog, I mentioned that I picked up a sinus infection that lasted 4 weeks instead of days. And that led me to the decision of pulling out of the marathon and planning for late March or April. Since then, I had to really reassess everything because that makes an incredibly long block. From mid-December up until now, I've done everything I can to get back to normal mileage. I went from running 0 miles per week to 25 to 40 to 50, then 57. And let me tell you, I feel flat. Every run felt the same no matter how easy or hard it was intended to be. Don't get me wrong though, I knew the comeback would be difficult, but I didn't expect to feel so sluggish this entire time. So here I am, resetting, getting creative with the game plan. Luckily for me, I have a bike and I have a love for side quests. So in the meantime, I'm going to spend more time on 2 wheels while I get my sharpness back in my legs. Weekdays will be for running, weekends are for just being out and about. Honestly, I'm super excited because I can go further, faster, and let loose. And on that note, I planned a scenic route in Orange County where I get to go through a beautiful canyon pass and enjoy some beautiful weather. It is perfect cycling weather. I'm really excited about this morning. Haven't been on my bike in a while, so we'll see how much I ride today. I'm just going for feel. So made it to mile 19 of the ride. I have a 7-mile climb, but I wanted to stop to eat a little bit. I didn't eat much for breakfast, so I think this was a great time to kind of get my legs underneath me, get a little bit of food in my system before I head up and then make my descent, which is the best part of today's ride. Also, check out these sweet cars on today's bike ride. I've been looking forward to a ride like this for a while now. I spent so many months running. As you can tell, I'm a little out of breath. I am in running shape, but not so much in cycling shape, especially when it comes to climbing. But you can always improve. I absolutely love climbing, so I'll probably spend the next few weeks on streets like this and just rip it downhill. I absolutely love it. I can't even put into words how this makes me feel, even though my legs have a nice pump. Best part of the ride, let's go. Well, that was really fun. I tried my best to record, but It's hard to do it with one hand, so maybe I need to invest in a camera to capture the descents. The second best part of today. It's a detour, but I wanted to see some horses, and yeah, I really like horses. It's just really nice to sit out here and look at them. Nice backdrop. Can't complain. Before I take off, I want to share a goal with you guys, and that is by the end of this year, I will see wild horses, and I will find a way to ride a horse at a very fast pace. So if you see me riding one, don't be surprised. Enough dilly-dallying. I have a few more miles to go, and then it's time for brunch, lunch. I just need food. As you can see, the ride was perfect. It was everything I needed, and I had a really big breakfast after. Perfect morning. Now, I know I said I was going to ride for a feel, but that ended up being 45 miles with about 2,600 feet of elevation. It's a little more than what I expected, but I'll take it. I should add that I did ride my bike 2 weeks ago. It was super short, and I just wanted to get my legs spinning, but this is what I consider a true ride where I spent some time in the saddle. And if you're curious as to where I was riding through Santiago Canyon, which takes you from Orange all the way to Rancho Santa Margarita. And around the midway point, you can just turn into Silverado Canyon. I highly recommend checking it out. It's a route that will not disappoint. Now to the bigger point of this video. Why care so much about a simple marathon? Why care about being in a slump? Well, I think it's because everyone has goals that fall into these 4 big categories. You have social, mental, financial, and physical. And right now, one of my physical goals is to run a marathon to the best of my ability. And both unfortunately and fortunately, chasing goals requires a level of patience and strategy with intensity. You can't go 110% year-round. You'll burn out, but you can be persistent. Like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I just had to reassess everything. So for now, there's not anything on my calendar. I just need time to feel balanced and find ways to stay creative with moving forward. If there's one thing I'm a firm believer in, it is that athletes, whether professional, amateur, collegiate, recreational, or specialized, are artists. They compete or train to alter their reality, to change their bodies, to do what once was impossible. It's all a form of expression. For me, pivoting to the bike is an extension of that. The more you engage in different practices, the better everything else gets. Your perspective on obstacles changes, you feel refreshed, and you connect with new people and new environments. And that's where I'm at right now. Chasing a goal that's pulling me forward, all while still enjoying the simple act of moving.